let's go ahead and start this. Here we are, and this is the first episode, I believe, in about 3 episodes that I've actually been able to sit and have a stogie with the guests.
Can you cheers a cigar?
Can we cheers? We can cheers a cigar. Cheers. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, we have here a newcomer, Mr. Noah Hicks. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing really good.
Yeah?
I'm doing really good.
It's been a long time coming.
It has been a minute. I've always just seen you in passing.
I know. See, I saw you last night from a distance.
Yeah.
At Charles Kelly's show.
That was really fun. That was an experience. I didn't know he actually had that record out. I just thought it was like, some... I didn't really know that.
It was like a little showcase.
Yeah, I thought it was a showcase thing.
Mm-hmm.
He was just doing it for himself. I had no idea it was for a record. And I was like, wow, this was really, 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 really
and he's
cool.
killing it.
Dude, crushing it.
He was the season opener for this season.
Okay.
And he had a top 15 AC radio chart with that single. It's been, he's been killing it.
Yeah,
he's been killing it.
He's been crushing. Definitely surrounded himself with good people. That matters.
It was good. It was good to see him happy.
That's good. Yeah.
Energized.
It was joyful on stage.
Yes, very, very joyful.
It was joyful on stage.
Yeah.
He crushed it. Honestly, I was really
that saxophone player though.
With this dude, the saxophone player. But I was actually really impressed. Honestly, the band was great, but his showmanship. Clearly, 20 years of doing it, but he was very comfortable around that mic.
Yeah, and normally people get nervous when you've been with a group. You have a group that kind of overshadows. I don't want to say overshadows you, but
they're good.
They're good, and you're able to share the spotlight. The light isn't always on you.
100%. I mean, especially when there's 2 drummers, basically.
Exactly.
It was like, of course, I made a comment. My buddy, I was like, of course the snare sounds so good because it's a track. And then he was like, no, there's a drummer in the middle. I was like, what? And then I just thought it was like a house kid or something. So that's I had no idea there was 2 drummers.
Oh God! So what's been going on? What you been?
Just freaking traveling around, writing some songs, and doing the same old thing. It's been fun.
You've been touring, haven't you?
I've been playing a few shows. I have my own tour coming up.
Yeah.
But, I've been playing some shows and be bopping around, doing some headlining gigs, opening gigs here and there. It's been good. I've been blessed.
Who have you opened for?
I did the last recent guy I can remember. A guy named Justin Moore, if you ever heard of him.
Oh, Justin Moore? I've heard of him.
Yeah,
I've heard of him.
That was the last show. I've been playing a lot of headlining gigs, which has been cool. Opened up for Pecos and the Rooftops and Mackenzie Carpenter. That was good seeing all them.
They're coming here. Pecos and the Rooftops coming to Nashville.
Okay. When's that?
September something.
Their show rocks.
September 12th or 12th.
Their show rocks.
So my production manager for Six of Peabody is their production manager.
Okay.
Ben Grubbs.
Yeah, Ben. I know Ben. Yes. Ben, yeah. I actually met all of them at Six of Peabody or whatever.
Yeah.
But Ben's a good guy. He looks great. Looks like he's really
He's lost a lot of weight.
But it looks like he's doing well for himself.
Yeah. He's doing pretty well. Trust me, I know.
Got a smile on his face all the time.
Yeah, he has to.
That matters.
He has to. His pockets are getting fat,
Right. I love that.
No, I love that guy. So, you've been opening for Justin Moore. You've been doing a lot of headlining shows. Are you enjoying yourself? Are you enjoying the chase?
Man, it's one of that. There's a fine line in between knowing that yes, you can look around and see friends and or other people you open up with, man, I wish I could have this, wish I could have that, wish I could have this. But all them guys, you really sit down and talk to them, they're kind of the years that we're in the present. It's why it's called the present for a reason.
Mm-hmm. And
this industry is real tough, and there's been some ups and downs, I guess you could say. It's not just been just a straight shot to where I've had the roller coaster ride, which is okay, and I feel like it's purposeful. God purposely is doing that.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I am definitely looking around and understanding, learning not to just lean into the companies and to lean into the people and stuff like that, and surround yourself with people that you want to do the journey with, and that just makes it. Whether it's a 12-hour drive back that I do straight from, Michigan, or
Lord.
I mean it's all, but it's
because you're not in a tour bus.
I'll be in one for my fall tour.
Yeah.
Because we got to work it out, but most of the time I'm in a sprinter van, which is there's yin and yang to it.
Yeah.
It's one of the things. It's nice to get a hotel bed. And
I bet it is.
And I don't kill the guys, man. I really try to think about not only their health, but also my health as well. I'm not trying to just to save a little bit of money. You miss out on half the fun of getting there a day early sometimes. Waking up and enjoying somewhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? Going, I don't know. I've tried to really, soak it in, and it makes it where the 90 minutes you do get to play, and you do have the show time, or 30 minutes, whatever that is, you're ready, and you're honed in. It's kind of like I'm really enjoying it. To answer your question, yes, I really love it.
You're enjoying it.
Yes. I can get upset sometimes. And call
we all can.
Like, you know what I mean?
We all can, but that's part of the journey.
100%.
Is to be like, oh, you know what? That should be happening for me. That should be this should be happening for me. That should be happening for me. That
100%.
Like, what do I have to do to deserve this kind of ordeal? And you get those questions, but that's perfectly normal for that to happen with anybody who's chasing their dream.
Right.
This is a competitive business. So
100%.
And let's not forget about that. Like, this is competitive business. Everyone wants to be the best. Everyone wants to be the biggest star. And if they say they don't want to be the biggest star, then they're lying to you.
100%. I've had some people say they don't know if they want to be just as famous as, like, per se Luke Combs, but granted, they do want to be in the stage. They want to stand on the stage that
he stands on.
That he stands on, and at that point, you have to be. It's like there's obviously levels to it, and there's you become that big of a person, you might not have to have you won't have a normal life. But I will say there is something really cool, no matter what the journey could be, whether playing somewhere and there's not that many people out there, but if one person in the crowd is singing my songs, sings at least one, and just like shows the enjoyment to that one song. It's pretty impressive for me as of looking back. It might not be what some of my colleagues and friends that I've made up here, but if I was still living back in Georgia and I've done all the success I had, I would be probably thinking I was like it'd be insane to me to think, because I wouldn't have all the distractions that I have around me, which is not necessarily a bad thing, because you can learn from what people are doing, and, whatever that is, use things, not use things. But with that being said, if there's the fact that I'm making fan by fan, brick by brick, laying this foundation, laying these walls up,
and that's really what it is. Like, most people want to say that you can't just go and get a house. Okay. You got to build it from the brick by brick for the foundation, and that's literally what you do with your career.
100%.
And sometimes the brick's going to fall apart. You got to start back over. That happens.
It does. Storms come through.
Storm comes through. And that happens.
Sometimes you knock them over.
Sometimes you knock.
Hey.
Whoa.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you get your own way.
I'm so passionate about this. Like, there's always a fact that no one's gonna care about my career as much as me, because
That's all. I'm glad you said that, because that is so true.
But there are ways to surround yourself with people that understand that if they care about the it's like a football team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If that lineman don't give a crap about what's going on in front of him, and just don't, and really what's behind him really is what he should be worried about.
Correct.
And if that quarterback can't do his job, and it's whatever that could be, I feel like my manager would be like quarterback, running back, wide receiver, and center. Like, he'd be all of it, like doing it all, it seems sometimes. But that just comes with like labels and booking agents and all these things. You can get lost in the sauce of like, people get busy and not staying. But the one thing I've learned is I've really had to become a leader, and that I'm really learning. I'm only 26 years old, but it is something that's it's CEO kind of thing. I've focused a lot on the music, but now it's time for the business, which is it's exciting for me. Honestly.
It's exciting, but I feel like a lot of people get lost in the business point of things.
There can be
where you lose the quality of your music sometimes.
You're not wrong with that.
As you know what I mean, like you get these artists that are big and huge, and the hype for their new albums are not always like once you have that peak album, that breakout album,
Right.
then it's really hard to double that or better that peak album, right?
Right.
But the music should still be good, even though you may not hit the sales numbers you hit on that album, you may not hit whatever is your album, but the music should still be a quality package deal that you have delivered to your fans. And sometimes that's not the case because you get so caught up in the business side of things
You stress out.
that you stress out.
I get that.
You stress out, and then your music takes the hit.
Right. Did you see that thing Chase Matthew posted?
Mm-mm.
He was in the airport. This man I thought this was really good. He was like sitting there and he was like talking about his journey, and he was like, I put out 20 songs and nothing happened. And he said I put out 21, and like within a year it was like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
gold, blah blah blah. I don't know what I have no idea, but it was just really like inspiring for me to think about. I'm like, you know, you can, and it was even I heard hanging out with Brian Martin, opened up for him not too long ago, and he was talking about how like for 15 years he was, you know, digging on a career, and he wrote "We Ride" 5 minutes, and it like quadrillion X his songs, like all of them. So it's just like, you know, that kind of thing of preparing your craft so when the ball gets passed to you, you know what to do with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And, that goes with a conversation I just had the other day where it's like you gotta always be ready for stuff.
100%.
You gotta always be ready. When your time is coming. I mean, you can't get in the elevator. If you get in the elevator and Scott Borchetta says to you, "Hey, play me something for 30 seconds," you gotta be ready to play that song. Because if you're not, you're screwed.
100%. And luckily, if you've ever watched the Michael Jordan thing about how like one of the things that they said about him that he was like really present, I'm working on that.
Yeah.
And sometimes I can like counteract because like I need to be thinking about the future, and like that post at 12 o'clock I need to be posting or whatever. You know, then it's 9 o'clock at night and I'm like, crap. You know what I'm saying? Like, but because I'm present in this, you know, scenario we are now, thinking about my next scenario. But that was something. I think there's a yin and yang to it, maybe. I feel like there are 100% ways around it. But being said, being present and being like knowing in that moment, whenever I'm writing a song on stage, like knowing to be fully. Man, it's a lot about me. I listen to a lot of CEO podcasts.
So do I.
I love Craig Groeschel. Shout out Craig Groeschel. He's a good guy, Christian guy. You know, I listen to another guy, Chris Williams, and he's not really like a CEO, but he interviews a lot of like really cool people. I love hearing just like, man, I just love learning. You know
It's just, and that's the thing. You have to be a continual sponge in this industry.
Yes.
Because it will continuously change and it will leave your ass.
Dude. Holy crap. That's like, I mean, I'm reading a book called Psychology of Money, and it talks about that as well. Like, you can't look at the past. You can look at the past and numbers,
right,
and expect the future, but you have to like be able to like shift with the tides, and like you never know like with what's going to happen or whatever that is. So it's very interesting. Life's hard, but it's still fun. It's fun. I'm learning like that, you know, stay a kid as much as you can.
If I could go back to my 16-year-old self and be like, "Hey,
crap!" You're telling me. Me and a friend were talking about that the other day. How like good we had it. Like we didn't have a care.
We didn't have a care in the world.
Dude, you didn't know.
You
did have lots of cares, but it was about all the wrong.
It was about all the wrong things.
Yeah.
About all the wrong things. So you have to care about bills. You have to care about mortgage or rent or whatever.
What is that?
Car notes. You have to care about all that shit.
Money to go to the football game in the Mexican restaurant.
Exactly. That was it.
You know.
That was it. So Georgia boy.
Yes, sir.
What part of Georgia are you from?
Carrollton, little town. I say little town. I've been to some really little towns, so you know.
How small is the town?
I mean, we have a D. Now it's a D1 university. It was a D2 university. And if you look at the way history is, Georgia is just going to be one of them populated states.
Correct.
I mean, let's just get at it. I mean,
correct.
Alabama it's clearly not as, but we're on the Alabama side, West Georgia.
Yeah.
Like an hour or so west, and I really love it because it's like you get the best of both worlds. We have a really awesome square, like our hometown, like square is really cool, and restaurants, bars. You know, there's college kids, which is like good and bad, but you know, there's farm, but you can drive 5 minutes, and you got farmland and got people
That
out there,
sounds like Murfreesboro to me.
Basically, Honestly, it's pretty much Murfreesboro, but a little bit smaller.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of I would consider maybe like a Mount Juliet. It's
really.
We try to be too big for our britches sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? There's like some.
I understand that.
There's $1 billion company that was started in my hometown.
What?
Southwire. They created the copper wire that goes into the reels for like all the like wire you see around like all the like cables and stuff. So like that family's clearly bugged it.
Jeez.
It's like a Forbes 500 book. So it's just like random, you know. It's just random. You know.
You played sports?
I didn't. I played some. Actually, it's kind of, and this is probably something I should probably think about and learn from this. But we laugh about it now. When I was like second year tackle football, coach grabbed me by my face mask, or like dragging me around, yelled at me, and I thought, I'm like, who you're talking to? Like, you're not my mom or dad.
Not my house. That ain't happening.
And, but looking back, maybe that was probably should have been something that was. I might get my butt whooped a little bit, but I got it at home, so it's like I didn't have to. I worked on a farm, and
Yeah.
Honestly, I was back. We would be like 14 or 13, whatever that is. 16, I was gone. I was always out running the roads, just hanging out with buddies, working. I was working for other people, but before then, working on the farm, we'd be like cut out, at 5, go fishing or something like that. And my buddy'd be like, oh, I gotta go football practice or baseball practice or this or that, and I'm like, that sucks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're going riding four-wheelers today, and all day, have a good time, and you gotta go freaking play 3 games of baseball. That sounds okay.
That sounds.
That sounds okay.
It sounds okay to do it.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah,
So you just farmed.
Yeah.
Hunted. You just running.
We try to chase ducks. I like shooting stuff with feathers. That's what I got to tell people. Like, I'm not the biggest deer hunter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to shoot a deer this year. I shot one doe one time, and my family, we grew up with cows and chickens, and I showed pigs in high school. If you ever know it, like showing pigs.
Yes.
Yeah, I showed hogs. So we always had like pork too. So we had all the good 3, meat. You know what I mean? We always had killed a cow and killed a steer, and chicken.
You showed pigs.
I did. My brother did, and then honestly, I saw how fun it was, and they probably won't be able to do this like how they did it back in the day. But we used to take like the ag teacher's truck and go down to all the pig shows, and it was just like vacation. You know what I'm saying? Basically, we just got to be able to do whatever we wanted. It was really fun.
That's crazy.
Like going down to the state fair in Perry and like just running around the pig barns and cow barns, and like, there's a bunch of families and stuff like that, and
we have grown up so differently.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I believe it. Where are you from?
I'm from Philadelphia originally.
Okay.
So
I play a show in Philly. October. Yeah.
Yeah. Where we're at?
I was looking at my phone, but you mind looking on the show dates on the shows? Yeah, I think.
It's probably World Cafe Live.
It's not a very big venue. But we're hitting little small venues, which I'm pumped for the Small Town Does tour. I'm really excited about that. Headlining dates, I think 16 shows. Like, we're popping them out Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, and like we're rolling. Like,
you're just gonna knock them all out.
Yeah, and I got like Brian Fuller gonna open up and Reed Morris. We're all gonna ride the bus, and it's gonna be like just one big jam.
So I'm gonna say you guys all riding the bus together.
Oh yeah, I've always. Sometimes I know that can't happen like that.
But you know what though? That's old school. Because back in the day, from what I've been told, Toby Keith and Shania Twain and one other person did that.
I believe it.
Back in the day.
I believe it. It sounds so fun to me.
It sounds incredible, to be quite honest.
Yeah, dude. What is it? Oh, the Philadelphia.
Oh, Milk Boy.
Yeah.
Oh, Milk Boy.
Let's go.
Oh, that'd be good. That's a good venue. That's a good venue.
I'm excited.
Milk Boy. Breland played there a couple of years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Yeah. So, this will be your first time in Philly?
No, I played with Lanco, and then I've done. I'm wanting to say Scotty McCreery too, but I can't. Low key, I had no idea how small them states were on the upper
on the East Coast. Yeah,
I had no idea. Like you're like,
they're
oh
small.
wow, Connecticut, and then you just like drop through. You know what I'm
like,
saying?
oh Vermont. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, whatever. Like, because there's definitely slivers and stuff like that you can sneak through. And
Maine is the smallest, I believe.
which is you would think, but it's
I
like
think Maine is the smallest.
you would think Maine would be the biggest. Like to me, like I don't
You
know
would
why.
you would think.
I don't know why. Like I would think Maine would be big. And
People,
New York's huge.
New York is huge. People give Philly a whole lot of shit because Pennsylvania. People, my friends here, because I'm an Eagles fan.
Okay.
But like, they think that Pittsburgh and Philadelphia are like right next to each other, not realizing that they're literally like 6 to 8 hours away on opposite sides of the state.
Literally.
And people don't realize that. I'm just like, yeah, we don't really care about Pittsburgh.
No.
We don't really care about Pittsburgh.
The Eagles had their run in football. I mean, I watched a little bit back in the day. I'm not really crazy a sports guy.
I mean, we're the current Super Bowl champions, so
Correct.
you know, we live by winners. You know, we're just winners. That's all.
I mean, there's some hardworking people up there.
Yeah.
That side.
So, are you a Georgia Bulldog fan?
Yes, for the most part.
Okay.
I kind of
Go Dogs.
Yeah, go Dogs. I will say, I dwindle it down if I'm watching a team like SEC always, and then it gets down to like okay, if it's Alabama, Auburn, probably gonna lean Auburn just because Saban's gone. Like,
Saban is gone.
So
Saban is gone.
Saban's gone. So it's like Saban was a really good coach. I love he's a great leader to listen to.
Yeah.
That's like I love thinking about your team as like an actual team. Like I really I'm really impressed when I watch these artists. They'll post things and I can name a few that do the shots or do all their crews and the cool pictures and I think that's really really special.
Here's the thing though, you didn't play baseball, but you talk like an athlete. You talk like an athlete. Like an athlete is all about the people around them and the community around them and the team that's around them. That's built. That's.
I feel like Farman's that way, honestly.
Yeah, you're going to the same goal.
Farman's that way. When I think back to it, I mean, you all had to kind of be in perfect harmony.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all had to be in perfect harmony with if you're baling hay and all that good stuff.
Right.
Everybody's got to. I don't know. You just kind of work with your buddies, and if I grew up, I got good raising too. I got a good family and stuff like that, so it helps.
That's true.
And good team around me. They keep me very humble. So, or try. I think they.
They try to keep you humble.
I think. I think they try to. I mean, I think they might not say something, but they definitely say. They definitely do say something. They might not say everything, but they say something.
Oh man! All right, so the name of the tour is called Small Town. Small Town Down.
Small Town Does.
Small Town Does.
I got a song called Small Town Does. I put out 2 songs ago. That's a single, whatever. It'll be coming out on an EP that we'll be dropping, kind of splitting out.
Oh, we're getting ready to talk about the EP because quite frankly, this is airing after it's out, so we'll talk about the EP soon. But what's your favorite city to go play in?
That's a really good question. I have played some really cool places in the South, but I will say when you start sneaking up north, you really get to some diehard just music fans. I would say I really like going to Plain City, Ohio. That's somewhere I like going. I shout out the Granary. They just treat us like kings, and they really take care of us when we get there, and that's that's something special. Because sometimes I know it's not every time, and that sometimes people can't, but
I think people underestimate the love for country music Northerners have.
Dude, yes, Minnesota, Minneapolis. I got lots and lots and lots of friends up there, and every time I travel to Minneapolis, it feels like I'm coming back home. Now in the winter, it doesn't feel like that, but in the summertime, it feels amazing, and it feels like what I mean. And then just the vibes up there, Lake Minnetonka and all that, and just I don't know.
It's how do you build your set list? Are you doing a different set list every city, or are you?
So no, we're going to have the same set, but we're going to do the way we're going to do this show. We're going to do it. I told the boys, I said, definitely have to talk to every venue to know how fast we have to go through these things that are cut off. But with that being said, we can start earlier or start on time, but basically have, let's say, 80 minutes worth of music, but play maybe a 100-minute show. If that makes sense. Or just being everywhere. We're jamming out, or we're bringing people on stage, or we're obviously that's we're reaching and we're getting a little more dialed in that, but
Right.
we want to make sure we have moments so where we can like, if we're like jamming out, we can loop this moment and
Right.
like freaking just go nuts. Because I have played so many tracked out shows to where we're on like, we're on the minute, and which is fine because when you're opening up for Justin Moore, you want to get the
Right.
bang for your buck. You got
Right.
45 minutes or 60 minutes or sometimes 25 minutes. So,
Right.
but I also am learning. I actually watched a guy named Mike. I don't listen to his music.
Yeah.
He's cool. Like his music was very like it was definitely like I have a head bobbing to it. But how he said he was like, I just want to spend time with y'all. I want to like. He was like,
Yeah.
and I like that just spoke to me. I wasn't a fan of him, but that made me a fan of just him as a person, just being at that show. So regardless if these people show up as Noah Hicks fans, because let's say you bring up someone that doesn't know me, I want them to be like, man, it felt like I was sitting in a living room with him, hanging out, like whatever that is. Like I want to tell stories and like, just let fans do things just completely different. Because I know some people just get in and get out, and that's not what I want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Like, there's just too much fun to be had on that stage. And Lanco honestly taught me that too.
You gotta live in the moment.
Mm-hmm. And Lanco does a good job of that.
You gotta live in the moment with the crowd. I mean, like you said, that's really what it's all about. It's the moments with the crowd.
Yeah.
And memories you make with the crowd.
100%.
And I think a lot of people forget about that sometimes.
Yeah, it's very easy to.
Yeah.
It honestly is. I mean, it just is.
It just is. You want to get through. Sometimes you just want to get through a set. You want to know it in. But people pay their hard-earned money for moments and memories that are being made at these shows.
Yes, and I have the chance, which is a very crazy thing to say out loud. I have a chance to do that. Like, that's such a wild thought.
How insane is that?
Yeah, it's very weird. Like, it's honestly like during CMA Fest was like some of the first time, and I've experienced it before, but I guess growing up and growing older, you realize like the impact you do have on someone, and just that it's in everyday life too. But the fact that like being a singer, just capitalizes on that.
Everyone wants to be a singer.
Yeah, definitely they do nowadays. Which is I feel like I was like at the cusp of the time where not everybody wanted to, but it seems like everybody wants to, which is okay because some people are coming out of the woodwork. It's honestly showing that there's enough room for everybody. There is certain slots that get taken that, I'm not saying that there are certain slots that will get taken that maybe I want, but it's like I'm not. But at the end of the day, that will be there.
Right.
Or you go over or under.
You go over under.
You know what I'm saying?
It's what's meant for you.
Exactly.
If it's meant for you, it's going to happen.
100%, and that's the beauty. That's kind of the weird beauty of it. It's like it's not a. The one thing I will say I find like the most fulfillment in it is the songwriting part. Like it's really fun to like leave a room and either have a great day and a great hang and write a good song, or just have a great day and maybe you just don't write the greatest song in the world. But it's really cool when you leave with this song. It's like, dang, this is super fun.
Wow.
It's very interesting, and I don't know if I'd trade this life for anything.
I've missed talking to you because you've literally been like every time we talk, we get into these deep conversations about
It's like I feel like this you're deep dude too.
Yeah, we just vibe. We vibe.
With that. Yes, we're vibing.
Well, that's it for this episode of Spoken Section Podcast. We are going to talk to you next week about your new.